What's going on, you guys? So it looks like Slytherin posted an update for the future of Panzer Corps 2, the latest game that they just recently released. And I want to kind of dive into it because I'm very curious of what's coming toward Panzer Corps 2 in the future. And let's just dive right into it. All right. Hello, all. This is Alex, lead developer of Panzer Core series. Panzer Core 2 released 3 weeks ago, and we can already draw some first conclusions. On the whole, we are very happy with how the game has been received. Metascore reached 84, and all 13 critic reviews were positive, which is very rare for a niche game, and an improvement over the prequel. User reactions have also been positive overall, and many war-hardened veterans of the genre told us that Panzer Core 2 was the best game which they ever played and better than the predecessor in every way. I agree. It's definitely better than a predecessor. It's one of my favorite, or possibly my favorite tactical World War II strategy game. Although it is 2020, we had to update the graphics to modern standards. It is very satisfying to hear that the new game does not only stand out because of the graphics, but also because of the advancements in gameplay. In particular, players feel that the new game is more deep and tactical without losing its charm and simplicity. That all unit classes are now useful, that the game rewards varied army composition and combined arms approach like never before, and that the number of available options allows to adapt the game to any playing style and provides a lot of replayability. However, we will readily admit that is not all perfect, and there are definitely issues and things to improve. Upon release, the game had some stability issues, performance issue, and bugs, especially in multiplayer. We apologize for these defects, consider them all a top priority, and we're working on them right now. Actually, they already put out a patch for that. I've noticed that a lot of the multiplayer issues that I ran into have been addressed. The only thing that I've noticed was I was playing a multiplayer session with a buddy of mine, and he finished the game, right? Like he won the actual scenario, but when I went to kind of like go in and kind of see what he did on my side because it was PBEM, it didn't have it even listed. So I just had to kind of take his word for him, like, how was it? And it's like, yeah, it was good. I had to take his word for him what happened and stuff like that. So it would have been nice to kind of see that replay of him winning that scenario. We're all getting crash reports in real time and collect them all in a big database. In each patch, we address at least some of the most common crashes in it, and then watch how the number of events drops. So stability of the game is quickly improving. If you are playing Panzer Corps 2 and get a crash, please do press send and close button to send us a report to us. And ideally, also add a short description of what you were doing when the problem occurred. There are no simple methods to improve game performance, so we are already working on a deep refactoring of the game engine to provide good performance on wider spectrum of PCs, even the most recent or top-of-the-line models. Preliminary results look promising. That's another thing I wanted to mention. When I did start the game, I played during the beta process as well as when the game originally came out. And I had a mid-range graphics card. I had a AMD 560. I got really low frame rates in the beginning. I got like low teens, like 11, 12, and it was tough to play it. I had to actually zoom all the way out where I got a frame rate of 30. But since they added like patches, I now kind of work around like the 30 frame rate. It's like high 20s, around 30s. So they definitely enhanced the engine so it actually works on, well, mid-range graphics cards like I have. I now actually have an AMD 570X, so next time I play, I should see 40s or 50 frame rates per second. I could jump up the graphics too, so it's gonna be nice. As for multiplayer, this is where most of the time of the whole team goes right now. We are not only fixing problems like annoying desyncs in online games, there are also several major features in the pipeline, in particular tournaments, ranked games, and more content. That's awesome, both competitive and co-op. Panzer Corps is primarily a single-player game, but we want Panzer Corps 2 to shine in multiplayer as well. Although many players eagerly embrace Panzer Corps 2, some others remain unconvinced. I read everything posted in player reviews and on the forum, so I'm aware of all concerns which people voice. For example, the map looks blurry, units are hard to recognize in 3D, some mechanics could use more balancing, heroes. There is not as much content as Panzer Corps had, random maps need more options, and so on. All these concerns are perfectly understandable and valid. We will always keep them in mind, and we will address most of them as we develop the series further. Our goal is to make Panzer Corps 2 a game for everyone, a definitive experience for all fans of this genre. From experience, we know that such games have a long lifespan and get even better over time. Panzer Corps is a prime example here. It enjoyed a record-breaking 1,000+ online players this February. Wow, that was before Steam had a surge in players. in March. So wow, that's actually impressive. Not bad for a 9-year-old game. We are confident that the release of Panzer Corps 2 is also just the beginning of a long and exciting journey, which will be happily shared with our vibrant player community. Appreciate that. So yeah, I really enjoy the game. It's a game that I constantly come back to. It adds that tactical component that I really wanted out of a World War II game. It has the PBM plus, so it has that PBEM that Slytherin's known for. So I love playing that with my friend. So he takes a turn, I can take a turn, and we don't have to be online at the same time. So that's awesome. That to me is a big thing. And of course, the map looks gorgeous. The units look incredible. There's so much to love about this game. So I'm looking forward to what they have in the future. And I do appreciate that they quickly addressed like the performance and multiplayer right away. I would say within a week or two, like they knocked it out. So really appreciate that. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. Catch you next one.